Alex Jones.
We have some breaking news for you tonight as the InfoWars host and known conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has just moved to liquidate his personal assets to pay the families of the victims of the Sandy Hook massacre. Alex Jones owes those families more than $1.5 billion in damages over his repeated lies and claims that the
I'm doing it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it, dude. I'm buying the company. It's mine now.
Does this finally mean that Alex Jones will have to pay for years of lying about what happened at Sandy Hook?
Well, Fred, these families who have already suffered so much and suffered even more because of Alex Jones' terrible lies that he was spreading about this massacre that happened to these children, these families have actually not yet seen a single dime. Now, this ruling, this decision to liquidate his assets, this does not mean that tomorrow these families are finally going to see some.
If you bought InfoWars, would you keep Alex Jones employed, or would you do a classic rich guy acquisition and layoff? Oof, both are fun in different ways. It's like, do I cut him out and do a elimination of redundancy, or do I buy it and I force him to say left is shit and call me boss? Keeping him on for a while and then cutting him off ruthlessly with the best of both worlds. Oh my God! Hire him to do the sub alerts live.
Sort of monetary help in the form of this liquidation of the assets, but it is at least a step in the right direction. Now, as you noted, Alex Jones has been ordered to pay $1.5 billion to these families. This is a combination of rulings that he had been found for defamation, for emotional distress. Now, Alex Jones until now had been fighting against the liquidation of his assets. He tried to do other things in bankruptcy courts to have them reorganize his assets, reorganize his company. But this was a sort of surprise decision that came late yesterday, where he did ask the court to help him start liquidating his personal assets. Now, the families had requested this. Instead of to allow this reorganization, they had requested that the court liquidate his assets, especially as there had been reporting by both the Associated Press and the New York Times that he was continuing to spend lavishly, and also that he was allegedly possibly trying to transfer some of his money to members of his families to keep it out of the hands of the creditors. But it seems that the mounting pressure just got to the point that he recognized he needed to liquidate his assets. We saw hints of this last week on his InfoWars conspiracy show. He started to break down in sort of bizarre tears last week, saying that the feds were going to come to shut down his show.
Wouldn't you want to own the rights to the InfoWars library? Is this funny or sad? I mean, it's hilarious.
But now we know that what this likely was pointing to was the fact that he was going to need to liquidate his assets. I should note, though, that even if all of his assets are liquidated, even if all of the company's assets are liquidated, it is unlikely to reach that 1
I know his tears are most likely fake because he's a phenomenal actor, but it makes me feel good thinking that they're real. So in my headcanon, he's actually literally crying.
$5 billion that these families owed.
All right. Hadas Gold, thanks so much.
InfoWars is worth at least $200 billion. Hell yeah, brother. Having the access to every goddamn brain-broken patriot is... I think what ends up happening is the most reasonable thing, which is the CIA, by, I don't know, some clandestine shell corporations, ends up purchasing InfoWars and keeps it afloat, and things don't really change at all, you know? I do personally believe that Alex Jones is perhaps a CIA operative anyway, so it's crazy he's sobbing like this. I would never let enemies revel in my downfall, fake or not. Yuck. Yeah. I think I'm gonna skip the Trump, like serious Trump, and go to this fun story. Alex Jones, side by side with American Nazi Owen Schroyer, who is finally growing a mustache. Good for him, so he doesn't look like an Amish extremist. Yeah, they'll beat your ass in Gay City if they catch you slipping. The only way you can slip is if you slip on a dick. Straight guy beaten up for refusing to twerk in Gay City is a real thing.
Folks, on my soul, I'm not a drama queen, okay? I don't sit here and tell you we're on our death's doorstep without it happening. Like, we are literally under attack, folks. So, Owen?
Well, I think if they do come and padlock the doors tonight, it'll just be the biggest news story in a crazy week. I think there's going to...
Will it? I don't think so. Will it, though? I'm not a drama queen, folks. We're under attack. Let me tell you, okay? We're under attack because I could not stop slandering victims of Sandy Hook. I would not. And then I did the exact same thing against the judge. The judge that was also, adjudicating whether or not I had slandered victims of Sandy Hook. That's the reason why it happened. And
like, if I want
to... stop.
See somebody.
We got a new Jubilee video as well. Confirms with benefits work. We'll take a look at that in a little bit.
Going to be a bit of a teeter-totter.
It's wild, man.
And then I think after that, the next big thing, then they'll probably padlock. That's kind of how I feel the shift is going to happen.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I love the crew, and I'll just say that. Like, I think of the crew as like me. Like, that's my arm. It's like, well, this guy. I love this guy. I love this girl.
Like decommissioning the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it's like, it's mine. That's mine.
But they get the Millennium Falcon back eventually, Alex.
I'm so pissed off. I'm trying to cry. It's a fake thing, man. I'm so sick of these people. All we're trying to do is save America, and they're fucking us over and over again. And it's just so sick. It's sick. It's sick. And I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave because it's going to be over, folks. And I'll come back bigger than ever, but it's like my baby, and I'm watching them rape it because they're assholes. They're pussies, man. So I'm going to release a fucking video. I'm going to release a fucking audio on you. I'll get you, motherfucker. You better fucking be sorry about that. Go ahead.
I don't know how you follow that.
I'm just telling you, man. I am not taking it lying down. I don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick. I'm not built to I'm built for war, motherfucker.
I'm not kidding when I say he has to be aware, right? Like, he knows he's getting clipped because he is a content machine. This is supposed to be his weakest moment, and there's like 8 different clips in here that are just like perfect sound bites. From it's like, this is my baby and they're raping it because they're assholes, to like, I'm not sucking your dick.
You fuck pussies, man. So I'm going to release a fucking video. I'm going to release a fucking audio on you. I'll get you, motherfucker. You better fucking be sorry about that. Go ahead.
I don't know how you follow that.
I'm just telling you, man. I am not taking it lying down. I don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick. I'm not built to suck your dick.
That's perfect soundbite, dude.
I'm not built to I'm built for war, motherfucker. Don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick. I'm not built to I'm built for war, motherfucker. And I will not bow to you. I will God damn you fucking assholes, man. I'm a fucking son of a bitches. Fucking ass.
I thought this was a family-friendly show. That's what he said when he very famously was like talking about how I'm a terrorist with the audience of pedophile vampires.
Who's up next?
All right, folks, let's go to Dan Ball. Dan Ball, go ahead and unmute yourself and say what you got to say.
Alex, Dan Ball from One America News. Brother, I hear you. I'm just as...
Thank God it's Dan Ball. Oh, beautiful. That's me pleading in Gay City during Pride Month. Oh, is this what you're doing?
Lying down. I don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick.
I will not be going to Gay City. I will not be twerking, and you will not beat my ass. Let's run it back. Come on.
Taking it lying down. I don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick.
It's perfect. Man, what a glorious occasion. HasanAbi trying to explain why he isn't gay even though he was at Pride. Alex Jones on Hosuni.
His name is Hasan. He's funded by Gulf dictators, hundreds of millions. George Soros and Google. He wears jackets that say bash fascist.
Wait, is this real? What the fuck? When is this from, dude? How did you find this, dude?
And has a club in his hand. He's a young Turk. They tasted the blood of 1.5 million Christian Armenians, and they'll taste man flesh again. If they have their way. Bow, submit, turn your weapons in. To the nephew of Turd Breath, Sink Turd Breath, Hasan.
Oh my God. This is so cool. Oh my God. This is probably a career high, honestly. Like, that was a career high for me. The Alex Jones Noti was like, oh God, it was so good. I don't know if I'll ever get this level of like excitement. I don't know if I'll ever be this excited ever again in my career. You know what I mean? It's like maybe a Trump notice. God damn, dude. When Senpai notices you, didn't Alex have very reasonable politics back in the day? No, he never had like reasonable politics. You guys know this. I am not shy about admitting this. I think that Alex Jones in a vacuum is like a brilliant entertainer. Real recognize real. He is a brilliant, phenomenal entertainer. The problem is, of course, you know, people like he's a farmer, a content farmer, and people take what he says seriously and then follow through on the things that he says. Some OK Buddy lowered the poster that posted this on OK Buddy. You VIP'd, but then they went on to use their editing skills from OK Buddy to make money from editing stuff from the NBA. I spoke to him in whispers. Oh wow! Except I VIP'd him and he fucking left. I forget who it was. Who was this? This was a long-term community member. I don't even think he's in here anymore. Oh, this is the best birthday gift ever, dude. Alex Jones.
Hasan Piker. You can't make up that name. That's his name, Hasan Piker. And if you're a radio listener, you can't see it.
No, it wasn't Jim.
He's got his red stars, his Antifa flags, his communist flags, and he's got his baseball bat, and he's going to call you a fascist, even though he's funded by the Nazi collaborator George Soros, and he's going to attack your daughter like they did out in Oregon.
Oh, I'm dying. This is literally this is the dream. He's talking about how I'm going to have sex with. So I'm the only one who finds him so dumb. Alex Jones. I mean, yeah, of course. He is a phenomenal content creator in general. And I wish that like we could all experience him in the way that I do. You know what I mean? Because it's like, think about it this way, like my Hank Pecker character in general, like when you watch this man and you just look at him in a vacuum, not as like a serious entity, but like as an entertainer, if you were to experience him as like simply a character, he is telegenic as hell. Oh yeah, Paul S. last in here a year ago, 25-month subscriber, said, but what's under the bench? Gone, but not forgotten. Another VIP that went and got a life and is no longer actively a member of this community. Paul S0309. Your daughter, dude. Oh, that's so cool. He became an S fan last I remember. Even said that.
He's gonna
like, this is like a cameo, okay? This is like if you paid Alex Jones. How many people from back then are still in here? Plenty of people. We always do this. Like we always do this here. Let's look at, whenever we look at old videos, we'll do it, and they're still in here prominently. See, Keckle, of course. Some of these guys are lurkers, but like obviously, like this person's probably still in here. They're just a lurker. You know what I mean? $1,000 to do. Let's look at another one. One faux boy. Let's see. User one faux boy. Pray the ad away. See, this Alex Jones segment is the reason I found out about you and was de-radicalized. I no longer drink horse semen to cleanse the 5G from my blood. Hell yeah. Do a cameo. This is the best cameo that he could ever. Let's look at someone who's not a subscriber. Themacia is still in the. Themacia is the permanent VIP in the chat. OOK71. Let's see. Unable to fetch account. Account lasered. Lord Waldemart. Let's look at that one. User Lord Waldemart. Unable to fetch account. Wait, did I write it wrong? Daymart, not Waldermart. Damn, banned. What the 2022. Lake McGroove banned him. I wonder why. These are the accounts you VIP'd, right? No. It's got to be a Ukraine Andy, maybe. This is straight up Russian propaganda. Wrong. There are literal foreign soldiers in Arizona right now, so the military build up 150k troops. There's the meme. Oh, he's a NATO Andy. Let's unban him. Let's see how let's see what kind of smoke he has after 2 years. Article 5 is strictly defensive. He's a NATO Andy. Check his unban request. Too late. I already unbanned him. You've banned too many of us for having different takes than you. No, dude. I ban you because you think this is a good ad break debate at the top of the hour, okay? It's not. Newsflash, it's not. Lord Waldemart, you are no longer banished. NATO Andy should be unbanned? No. NATO Andys should not be unbanned. What would you do if that unbanned guy immediately chatted? I mean, I would love to continue the discourse. Anyway, Tom Ato. That's the last one I'm going to look at. You're no better than Alex Jones. Two sides of the same coin. Yeah, I mean, I agreed. I am on the side of not being a psychopathic conspiracy theorist who's possibly still in here. And a 16-month subscriber. Look at that. I told you, this community has a pretty solid. This community has a pretty consistent, pretty solid support structure, with the exception of like heated moments where I am like very openly against a narrative that other quote unquote progressive content creators are going are in support of, like NATO. Most people, unless there's like a massive unimaginable disagreement that creates like NATO Ukraine was one big point of deviation, which is of course, you know, chauvinism, and 100% that level of that kind of chauvinism, Western chauvinism exists in every leftist movement. It's not unique to the United States of America. Another one was obviously October 7. You know what I mean? And it happens. Problem is, Hogwarts game leavers, nah, that shit, no, that's no. No. My trans HasanAbi heads fucking know that we're gonna duke it out, we're gonna have disagreements, but they know this is like one of the most pro-trans spaces you can be in online that is still not directly doing content with a trans content creator for the trans community. So no, that's not like that big of a disagreement. If anything, a bigger disagreement would be like anti-trans leftists, I guess, that would leave. Do you think your community will fracture further if the US gets into a war with China? Yes, 100%. Yeah, that's how all the hater channels grew. NATO Andes went to Vosh and October Andes went to Destiny, for sure. It's actually pretty crazy because like the horse Andy community, unironically is pro-NATO, but will say that I'm anti-Kurd, like anti-Kurdish, which is hilarious. Like being pro-NATO and anti-Kurd is explain that you don't know. Doors open. Just immediately demonstrates telling a Turkish man who is anti-NATO that he is simultaneously anti-NATO and wrong, and also simultaneously anti-Kurdish is hilarious. Like, what do you think NATO did in Turkey? Who do you think Operation Gladio was slaughtering by the thousands? Once again, it is born out of just not knowing a single fraction of a fucking shit about anything and just kind of going off of vibes. But yeah, I've had Israeli liberal Zionists who left on October 7th DM me, people who watch you for years and are so unhinged. Yeah, that's not surprising. As a trans person, I can say I did not like you playing Hogwarts. I just did not watch those streams, but you're a trans ally for sure. Well, rest assured, trans chatter, I never actually played Hogwarts Legacy. I played it for 10 minutes on my own, not even on stream, and thought it was kind of mid, but I had no qualms with playing it in general. So it's easy to be a domestic progressive. Many of these white VTubers and breadtubers don't have any clue about foreign policy and are so prone to bootlick an American State Department. That's why I respect you, even though it's hard with an American white audience. Russian arc was bad, but can't wait for China debates. Oh my God. Yeah. Am I the bad guy for not liking NATO nor US or any other allies for destroying my country and all the neighboring countries from around us? Iran, Turkey, Iraq, Afghanistan, etc. No, you're not bad for that. That's a perfectly valid position to have. My point is, the anti-China stuff will I'll be a 10K Andy, but I don't give a shit. You got to start showing more tier 1 city tours or we're hitting 10K average G. Yeah, no, it'll at that point we'll move on to like actual military censorship. You know what I mean? Here's Alex Jones crying.
We're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children. We're gonna beat these people.
When you have these rifts that cause a lot of people to leave, do you think it makes the community better or no? No, I wish that hater videos ain't hitting the way they used to as well, so that's a bit of good news. Yeah, I think it's because I stopped interacting with fucking Twitter, where a lot of this discourse was permeating from. And also a lot of my haters have been exposed as the fraudulent charlatans that they are. And not even because of me, because they just like can't stop themselves from exposing themselves as charlatan frauds. He's back. He did it again. No. We're gonna unban him again. He's just gonna keep posting into the oblivion. Like, oh please, fight my favorite pedophile Nazi content creator, please. Let him keep posting. Because when he's done, when he tires himself out like a little kid, like a little baby, he'll eventually come back with some good shit. I believe it. You know what I mean? Like right now, he's basically operating like a bot, okay? Not realizing that it's phenomenally embarrassing to just like ride for, again, a has-been, washed up, unfunny, pedophile Nazi content creator. But eventually, when he tires himself off of that, he's going to be cooking. He's going to be coming in and being like, you love Hunter Biden because, you know, you guys did crack together or some shit. And that's when you just let the process continue, okay? He's going to get new bits. I'm Mexican. Do you know about Mexican politics? Today's for the elections? Yes. All right, let's move on from the Alex Jones shit. He's crying. He's crying because he refuses to suck. He's crying because he's in gay city. He's in gay city, population him, and they're basically telling him, like, you have to suck dicks. And he's like, I will not be sucking your dick. I will not do it. I won't do it. I won't see your ads at the top of the hour. You will not be serving me the 3-minute ad break. I won't do it. I'll subscribe if I have to. You're a washed up, unfunny liberal who tosses my salad as a pastime. Wait, what? Hold up. Pause. Hey, yo. Pause. I hate that you okay. Well, Oh, we got to ban him now. Now he's talking about I've made a Jutopia or whatever. I banned him because he's gay. And he fantasizes about me tossing his salad. Well, we should have seen that coming. He is a Nazi. He is a fan of a pedophile Nazi. So